I would like for you guys to just catch everyone up with where we were. We don't have a red cap recap tonight, but does anyone want to do their own version of a recap? Or yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna channel as much JP energy as I can.
All right,
Okay.
you've got this.
You've got it.
All right. Just got to switch on the ADHD as high up as it goes. All right. So last we left off, the party was making camp with the druids, and
You're gonna make a joke
Oh
about
no,
that.
you've already paused.
no,
you're gonna
I know
make
I had.
We started at some sort of lake right there, and there were some ladies. They thought we were really nice, but they weren't that nice. But we were, yeah. You just gotta go with it.
All right. Caden and Thomas had a little bit of a shave and then had a little bit of a chat to Caden, and then they had a little bit of chat about shit that happened, like, you know, Caden died and that was a little bit of a bummer, and then he met God and that was a little bit of like the opposite of a bummer. Anyway, then Bobby woke up and insulted Scar, and Scar got a little bit pouty and walked off, and then she had a little bit of a chat to Raya, and they were like, and then Raya was like, you know what, I'm gonna go find Scar because she's just gone. And then Jace was like, hey, I'm gonna kick you awake, Lorelei, let's train. And Lorelei was like, hey, Jace complimented me, that's nice. And then everyone had a little bit of a rest, and then I woke up the next day, and then we went on a bit of a walk, and then like a whole like 10 days passed. Also the party leveled up,
Yeah.
and I'm getting.
Don't forget Thomas turned into a tree.
Oh yeah, Thomas turned.
Thomas turned into a
Yeah,
tree.
His mic is picking me up.
Then he, oh, yeah.
Okay, Thomas turned into a tree, and Raya was like, damn, I didn't prepare to speak with plants. I was going to prepare that, and then I could have had a chat to Thomas, who I can chat to in real life, so I don't need him to be a tree to talk to him. But she was like, hey, but I could have done it while he was a tree. And then he dropped some seeds, and we all got some seeds, and now whenever we want, we can turn this seed into a tree, and then we can use that tree to go back to the other tree, and that's pretty cool. And also the grove is named the Oakdale Grove now, so that's pretty cool as well. Thomas also had a chat to Wilroth, and he was pretty happy about that, but he didn't tell anybody, and no one even knew he was the tree, so he was just having a nap, and we all think he missed the tree growing, and that's pretty sad for him. Then we traveled 10 days, and we met a half-orc man with a bunch of wooden and jewels and stuff, and we were like, hey, that's a Wilroth guy. And then Bobby was like, hey, do you want a hug? And he's like, I'm not really a hug person, as he held the crossbow to her face. And then she was like, oh, do you want food? And then he was like, I don't like sweets. And then she was like, I have nothing to offer you. So anyway, then the rest of us had a bit of a chat to him, and we went to his cave because we found evidence of some trolls, and we were like, oh, maybe we should deal with these trolls. And he was like, are you guys with the trolls? And we're like, no, we're not with the trolls. And he's like, oh, there's also cultists. And we're like, oh shit, okay, well, let's go chat with you. And then we're like, hey, we have some poison, do you think we can poison them? And he's like, I don't know, do you have more poison? And I was like, I have a lot of plants. And in there was more poison. And then we completely ignored the poison plan and decided to go find where the patrol routes were going. And then we found that there was one they were going, and we decided to use one of the new features and change one of the cantrips to mold earth, and then we dug a hole, and we put a bear trap in the bottom of the hole for some reason. Anyway, then Thomas used a really cool spell and made Bobby fly, and she almost completely ruined the entire plan by flying way too high, but we managed to get her to come back below the tree line, and then they walked, and one of them fell in a hole, and the others were like, oh shit, and then Bobby flew in and tried to pick up the guy, but then the four-armed troll that was like really scary, like grabbed her, and then we were like, hey, perfect plan, execution, best we've ever done.
Amazing.
And Raya was a dog.
Yeah, Raya was a dog for a bit, and the half-orc we met named Magresh thought it was just a wolf that wandered in and was friends with Coda.
Yeah.
I don't know, I probably missed like 18
this.
other things, but...
There are...
That was amazing.
Yeah,
that was pretty
I want to
good.
clap for you, but it's like on push to talk, so I
Yeah.
can't.
Our only
yeah.
unrealistic thing is that you stopped to take a breath.
So,